Hey everybody, something I wanted to share with y'all today is the way I get free composting material. And it's probably pretty obvious to everybody that has a lawn. You can compost your grass clippings. And the way I do it, if you have a properly mowed yard, it should look, and I hope it's not too bad of a glare, but it should look like windrows after, if you've ever seen a hayfield after it's been cut and then gone through and windrowed, and they do that to line it up, and then they go back and turn it and let it dry, and then scoop it up with their baler, and it picks it up and bales it. Well, if you do it this way, then you have a efficient way of pretty much just walking down the windrow, so to speak, with your stable fork, just pushing it with that cart beside you, and then when you get a good big load of it, or as big as you want, you scoop it up into the cart. And typically it's a two-handed job. I push the cart with one hand and scoop with one hand, and I don't even stop walking. But and no, you don't get all of it, but you get some of it. And like I said, it's free composting material. It goes straight into my chicken coop, and they stomp around on it and poop on it and turn it into wonderful organic compost that will go straight back out into the garden. So another problem that I've had, I watched the Back to Eden film, the documentary about gardening with no till, no fertilizer, no nothing. It's a very inspirational film. I really like the idea of it, and I'd like to try it next year. Next year my garden will be split up. That's it way back there. It'll be split up into two fairly decent sized gardens. And I'd like to do them side by side, run a Back to Eden and a traditional garden side by side, and see what the difference is, if any. And but anyway, I can't seem to find wood chips. There's tree cutting companies all up and down the road, all throughout the year, at all times, and ever since I've seen that video, I have not seen one of them. So I'm having a little trouble getting the wood chips, but in the movie he says any organic material will do. Anything that was once alive that is going to die and decompose will work. So I think I may just use grass clippings. I have all this field over here still left to do. I typically do that with a tractor and just brush hog it, but I mean, on 3 acres of land I got plenty of grass clippings. It's one thing we're not shy of here. So in the meantime, it'll keep going into the chicken coop. They use it for bedding, and it helps tremendously with the smell. I heard once that if you can smell it, you're smelling mismanagement, and I truly believe that. So this acts as a carbon blanket, carbon diaper, I guess. Soaks up all of the stench and turns into rich compost for the garden. So anyway, I used to run a lawn business several years ago, and that's the way we always mowed it. We had our biggest mower was 50 inches, and you know, our windrows were 50 inches wide, and we would go back over them and mulch them up to kind of spread them out for the customers that, you know, didn't want the big windrows set up, and you can't blame them. I'll leave mine down so I can go back and scoop them up with a rake. And yes, it's a lot of work, but it's free. All it is a little bit of time, which I don't have a whole lot of, but what I do have, I try to use effectively. So anyway, it's my free mulch, free compost idea. Just a little bit of sweat equity, and it's all yours. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a good weekend.